Okay, so let's look at the next trade I took on AUD/USD on the very next day. This was a big for our sell, which I think I took it on the 2 hour, and it also played out as expected. Okay, so looking at the very next day, so what we have is a run on liquidity here. We can see that Asia was still ranging, and then what price did at this level, came here, took out those highs, came here again, tested this area more than once. So this was maybe a 3-time test, showing us that there's very strong rejection on that side. Now what's tricky is that we're not forming any lower lows, so this is a consolidation kind of thing, but we're also not forming any higher highs. I think there are guys who use this pattern here. Yeah, so then they would trade the breakout and then get in on this one, which, makes sense. So with that said, Asia was trending up and down, and then we get into this zone here. So what we are looking at is we want the highs to be taken. Highs to be taken. However, it fails to take out these highs. So then it becomes a tricky situation where now what you're looking for then is a classic entry. So we have a double top here, we have our neckline here. Then if we get a break below the neckline, we get in, right? So that's one. The guys use that pattern, but we can use the double top one because it just I just understand it a bit better. So then that's a neckline here. You really just need to be watching these things. It's crazy. Neckline there, we have our half, which is there, right? That becomes our TP1. So once that has happened, it's already broken the neckline. So it comes down, 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 down. If it has already broken the half, if it breaks the neckline, then we wait for price to impulsively move to the downside, come back to do a retest, and then we sell. That's one way to look at it. The second way to look at it is that this is a very strong resistance that's not been broken. Then we form lower highs. Once we get lower highs, we get a market structure shift here. Right. We get a market structure shift there. And then this is where our midnight open is. Right. So midnight open has also been swept. And then we see it rejecting off the midnight open. Interesting. Yes. So then market structure shift to the downside. We get a big impulse. Big. We have a fair value gap right there. If we put our entry there, then price moves as we want it to move. We get a melt all the way to the downside. TP1 is hit, TP2 is hit, TP3 is hit. All of them before New York even opens. I think TP3, happens during New York. Again, this one is, so there's some alignment here, which is alignment with two things happened. By the time news was dropping at 8:30 and 9:30, which is this area here. No. This day news was at 6, which is here, 11. Yeah, that's correct. Again, USD news. And the news came out positive for the dollar, which is why it was pushed up and pushed down. Now, if news came out negative for the dollar, we possibly would have been out at break even. However, I would have already taken my 1:3 and 1:6, which puts me up about 4R or something. I'll have to look at the strategy again and make sure what I'm seeing. But again, news came out positive for the dollar, so we got a big win. Interesting to see. Very interesting. If news came out negative for the dollar, either way we would have hit TP. Because I think it would have gone down, faked out sellers, then bought. The same way this happened. Fake out, then I'm loving it. I'm loving the strategy, and I'm loving how it's playing out. This is AUD USD again.